Don't be this guy.
I'm gonna try and say this the nicest way possible. Wrong, wrong, wrong,
There aren't multiple timelines or Mandela effect. It's just fallible human memory. End of.
wrong, 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 wrong.
Wait, so this guy believes that, like, there are
Europe
multiple
is fallible.
timelines? Oh, God. God, I love TikTok so much. I love how fucking stupid people are. People are just like, no, you're actually wrong. There are multiple timelines, and we're just experiencing them.
You're wrong. You're not totally wrong. Human memory is fallible, and it is possible to create false memories with enough influence, but also, I doubt you're smarter than the physicists that have been studying quantum mechanics. And if you look into quantum mechanics for even a little bit...
Oh, no, this guy is an autodidact quantum mechanics guy? Bro, we have... That's it. It's Jover. It's Jover. I'm sorry. You cannot fucking claim to be an autodidact and, like, think that you're genuinely learning quantum physics, quantum mechanics, whatever the fuck you're talking about. Okay? No. No. I see his background, chat. You don't have to point to his background. It is impossible not to see his background. Okay? Like, please, guys, when we do stuff like this, we are going against the thing that made humans different than other animals. The capacity to write down shit and the capacity to take advantage of all of the knowledge that came from generations prior is part of the reason, like learning, the concept of learning, the concept of critical thinking is the reason why we are different than other kinds of living organisms, okay? And especially when it comes to hard sciences, the notion that you can educate yourself on this by, like, watching YouTube videos is a silly one. Please. Oh, what is going on, man? What the fuck? Like, and I know that tall Bart guy follows almost every leftist account I know that despises you on a personal level. Also, Austin is a different type of hater. Yeah, I don't care, dude. They can suck my fucking cock, okay? Who gives a shit? Fucking Twitter losers. Stop paying attention to that shit. Anyway. Who cares? Stop. Yeah, suck my dick from the back. Ejo is such a fucking drama baiter and says all the worst shit and literally got punished last week for doing it, and he just can't stop himself. He's like one of the worst of the worst. One of the worst of the worst long-term community members. Like one of the most regular offenders of this. Even Megaphonics has his own brand of being annoying. You know what I mean? You, on the other hand, are annoying in like the most mathematical way possible that derails the stream every single time. Okay? Stop. Yeah, Megaphonics is harmless. Exactly. All right. Stop being annoying. Wrong. Megaphonics is not harmless. Okay. So, what I was talking about before we fucking got derailed is that there's some shit that you just need to learn. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to read a book. You can't just like be out in the nature and try to personally observe aspects of science, especially when like others have done it for you, figured out the wrong stuff, eliminated the wrong shit, give you only the right shit. I'm going to dumb it down as best as possible, okay? There's no, in many respects, there is no reason to like theorize gravity when you can just learn it, okay? When you can learn it and take it for granted. A lot of people are just like, no, I'm going to start from the beginning. And I'm going to sit there and try to observe every single scientific accomplishment myself, and I'm going to be able to do it in one lifespan, and I'm going to not run into any issues whatsoever that many people who have theorized in the wrong direction have, okay? And I'm just going to completely refuse to acknowledge the scientific consensus. And I will also, because I'm so self-entitled and so narcissistic and so American, by the way, this is a very American concept, that I will refuse the scientific consensus on shit because I've observed it personally, and maybe sometimes I achieved the right conclusions that the scientific community considers the wrong conclusions. Okay? It's not bad to sit around and I don't know, explore the depths of your mind. It is bad if it's hollow because there's not a lot of information in there. You know, I don't know how else to describe it. Just read a book, okay? And not by a crank.
You'll realize that it's not only plausible, it's possible, and one might even say probable, that we are living in a simulation that's controlled by some sort of architect, and there's people that understand how to hack the simulation by using a device known as a chronovisor, a looking glass, or the yellow cube in order to view the past but also the future. And time doesn't actually exist. It's a human construct. It's a whole thing. But these people are using these devices.
He's like, I'm so tired. The girlies are so tired of describing the time cube. Okay? Like, his attitude is awesome. He's like, the girlies are fucking tired of describing a time cube to everyone over and over again, and how that dramatically changed events that you think you're experiencing, but you're simply experiencing it in one metaphysical reality.
This is too much. It is causing a lot of
it's like I always say, question everything. People are the ones doing research by looking at blue check Twitter media tabs and questioning none of that. Imagine being arrogant enough to think you know more than a doctor or scientist because you read an infographic made by a wacko. Yeah. It's like fun. It's fun to see that kind of information. I think that I probably play a role in people's lives in a similar capacity. I've talked about this before. When you learn something new, it's like unique. You're like, whoa, this is cool. I didn't know about this. A lot of people have told me it's the exact opposite, right? Except there's plenty of real, factual, historical events that do not get coverage, okay, from the perspective that coverage necessitates, because it goes against building a neoliberal worldview. Einstein, Martin Luther King, or even Oppenheimer being socialists or varying degrees of socialists is a great example of this. So when you first find out about it, you're like, wait a minute, what? That's crazy. Why did nobody ever explain it to me like that? Why did nobody ever tell me that? Okay, so that's cool. That's fun. That's unique. The other part of this, however, is claiming that Einstein is actually an alien that came to deliver us the time cube, which also is cool and fun. And if you read it, I'm not going to say, like, don't read the dumb shit. Obviously, I love reading that dumb garbage. I love sipping on that dumb juice, okay, all day, every day. Except when I sip on it, I'm like, this is a fine wine. This is funny. This is entertaining. You're not supposed to actually believe the dumb juice when you sip on it.
Turbulence on the timescape continuum, which could be causing the Mandela effect, because when one reality ceases to exist, it moves to the next closest reality, and there's going to be a 1% to 2% change, and that's going to be huge in the aspect of, like, all of history. But also, CERN is opening portals to, like, the 8th dimension, and, like, kind of like Buckaroo Banzai, and that's not good. And they say they're just creating black holes, but, like, a black hole just sucks everything into it. So every time they turn it on, they could be just destroying the entire world. And, like, our consciousness just moves on to the next closest timeline where they didn't do that. And there's going to be, like I said, changes. And, you know, like, Bob Barker could have died a couple times. And, like, we remember it because of residual memories from a previous reality, because there's infinite realities and infinite timelines. And
Bob Barker? What the fuck? That's like, what? Bro, I'm not kidding. I think it's a bit column A, bit column B. Lamau, read my chat about him from earlier. What is this? Much longer. My grandpa was a day one Fox viewer in 1996 and a colloidal silver drinker the same year. Question everything until it lines up with what you already thought. Wait, what? Yeah, we did. I did read this, if that's what you're saying. So the thing is, he was just putting my shower thoughts on the timeline like this. It's a bit column A, bit column B, where the mental illness comes in to the fold, right? It comes into fray. Where is he posting so hard he gave himself mental illness, or did he already have it and then posts basically triggered it? Both the posts on the one hand, too much posting and too much reading of posts, and also the mental illness on the other hand, they're both playing a role here. It's like, some people don't react well to weed, right? Like, this is at this point something that everybody understands. Like, for massive amounts of the population, marijuana is perfectly fine, okay? It just makes you kind of annoying if you get really invested in it and it becomes a part of your personality. But there are some people who just like fucking go bananas mode and start hallucinating and shit, and that's not great, right? Like, weed can be therapeutic, but for some people, it just triggers something, okay? And it's not great. Now, it's big column A, big column B. Which one is the one that triggered the brain rot? Kind of like that. I said earlier, a lot of people just experienced the Mandela effect again with Bob Barker's death. They thought he died 15 years ago because he retired. Oh. Okay. I just don't even know who Bob Barker is, so that I must have completely missed out on that. You know what I mean? I missed out on that.
Quantum mechanics is difficult to understand for some people. I don't understand why, but like, I get it. And I know a lot of what
He said, I don't understand why, but I get it.
Quantum mechanics is difficult to understand for some people. I don't understand why, but like, I get it. And I know a lot of what I just said just sounds completely ridiculous and outlandish, and it goes against pretty much everything you were taught in school, but what the
Yeah, dude, this is like, he's letting you in on a secret. He's like letting you in on a secret about the universe. Oh, it's awesome. Bob Barker is the one who ripped off Austin's show and used the time cube to establish it's as a network TV phenomenon. Oh, that's why. I got it. Your best friends ripped his show called The Price is Right. I don't know what The Price is Right is. I only know name your price. Okay, I don't know what the fuck The Price is Right is. You guys keep talking about it, and I think it's the Mandela effect, the Mandela Barnes effect. Okay. In my universe, Bob Barker does not exist. In your universe, the top of the hour ad break doesn't exist, as a matter of fact. For many people, this is the Mandela effect because they're subscribed. So they're like, what is this top of the hour ad break you keep talking about at the top of every hour? It's 3 minutes long. I've never seen it. And if you want to live in that universe where the top of the hour ad break does not exist, okay, all you need to do is subscribe as well. You can change your own universe this way and astral project into a place, a planet, a universe, a metaphysical space where there is no 3-minute ad break. Sakura Gore will also allow you, 10 of you specifically, by gifting 10 gifted subs, to also no longer experience that. You can do that for yourself, though, for $5 or what, $3, whatever the fuck it is right now because it's September, or for free with a Twitch Prime. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Kind of hating on that one, to be honest, because Bob Barker's freed. What? I don't know anything about Bob Barker. Don't take anything I say seriously about people, celebrities that you care about that I've never heard of. Muscular Pants, thank you for the 5 get the subs.
CIA's been controlling all of education for about 70 years, so that tracks. And you could go ahead and look that up. It's a thing. And before you say it, I understand that evidence shouldn't be overwhelming. It should be definitive, but also, you're wrong.
That's awesome. I love the vibes, too. I love the vibes. All right.